So I want to take a minute to talk about the Mercedes Sprinter that I no longer love. This used to be an amazing vehicle. I have 87,000 miles on it, and I have had 4 different issues with the DEF system. I've had the sensors replaced 4 times, and the first 2 times I had to take off all the tanks. This is a motorhome, so I had to take off the black water, the gray water, and the fresh water tank at a cost of $1,000 to me each time, so that Mercedes technicians could get access to the NOx and upstream downstream sensors. So with this diesel exhaust fluid system, if the NOx sensor fails, it's up to you, the consumer, to get that replaced. It does have a warranty. The warranty is expired, and the last few, the warranty for the NOx sensor was covered, but I had to take care of the tanks because it's an RV myself. Now I'm on the hook, and now I'm having this DEF issue again. So let me show you what the problem is. So without anything that I can do about this, I have 10 starts remaining, and that's going to go down to 9 when I start it in the morning. Now I'm on a trip. I'm not on a trip to go to the Mercedes dealership to wait all day while they get this fixed and I pay almost $1,000. I'm on a business trip up to Northern California and to San Francisco. Where am I going to find the time, and where am I going to find the place in San Francisco to park this thing and then to get around? I mean, this is such a hassle. So Mercedes was a highly recommended brand of van. I would not recommend them. I'm definitely going to look at Ford or Dodge, but probably the Ford Transit. They make one that has similar features to the Sprinter van. The Sprinter vans are very popular, and I used to rave about these and recommend them to all my friends. No longer. The diesel exhaust fluid issue is a deal breaker. It's going to leave you stranded. You have, see that, 9 starts remaining. So what if you're out camping, you're boondocking, you're away from civilization, let alone an authorized Sprinter repair center, which is pretty much the only place that can clear a code like this? What do? You can't clear this with an OBD scanner. You can't clear this with an ignition sequence. You have to go to a Mercedes dealer. There might be an independent place that could clear it, but I wouldn't trust them. And it's easy for Mercedes to say this was worked on by a non-authorized service center, so we're not going to cover anything that would have been covered under the warranty. So Mercedes has left Sprinter owners that are dealing with this just high and dry. And look up some YouTube videos, look up some forums. You think I'm the only person that's had this problem? It's widely documented. And hopefully Mercedes will address this, because this is borderline lemon. And I'm not going to pursue this as a lemon law complaint, but I think an attorney certainly could, even a class action, because this is a bait and switch. You get the van, you spend $150,000 if you buy a motorhome that's a converted Sprinter, and many of these have the same problems with the diesel exhaust fluid. And it's not just that you add the fluid when it's low, it's that the sensors fail, the system fails. And it's not just, oh, this is a minor inconvenience. It will literally lock you out to where if you go past the 10 starts remaining, and if you leave it just running, eventually it'll just start ticking down on its own. There's no way to get around it. And if you let it go down to 0, it'll let you drive at 5 miles an hour. Where are you going to go in 5 miles an hour? You know, most Mercedes dealerships are, 50, 100 miles away from each other. You're going to go there at 5 miles an hour, like a decent walking pace with your van. Where are you even going to drive at 5 miles an hour? So, not recommending the Mercedes Sprinter anymore. And I am certainly not going to get another Mercedes Sprinter unless there is a solution to this, because I used to love this van, I used to recommend it. Definitely not anymore.